The mug was cold in my hand when my wife looked me dead in the eyes and said, "You disappearing would be the best birthday gift you could give me." No yelling, no sarcasm, just certainty. And in that moment, I realized something terrifying. She wasn't angry anymore. She was done. If you've ever felt invisible in your own marriage, if you've ever stayed quiet just to keep the peace, or if you've ever wondered how love turns into emotional silence, hit like, subscribe, and tell me in the comments where you're listening from. Because this story isn't just about marriage. It's about what happens when someone finally tells the truth, and you choose to believe them. My name is Michael. I was married to Laura for 3 years, though by the end, married felt like a technical term. On paper, we were fine. In reality, we were two exhausted adults sharing a mortgage, a calendar, and a growing emotional void. We didn't fight anymore. That stage had burned itself out months earlier. What replaced it was worse. Silence. Not the peaceful kind. The kind that feels weaponized. The kind where every word is measured. Every breath is careful. Every interaction feels like stepping around invisible glass. Our mornings were identical. I'd wake up early, make coffee, sit at the kitchen table pretending to read the news. She'd move around me. Not rudely, not angrily, just like I was furniture she hadn't chosen. Our conversations were strictly transactional. Did you pay the electric bill? Your mother called. I'll be late. No warmth. No edge either. Just emptiness. And I kept telling myself it was a phase. People our age, me in my mid-50s, her a year younger, go through dry seasons, right? Careers plateau. Parents age. Energy shifts. I believed if I stayed steady, if I didn't rock the boat, we'd eventually find our way back. Her birthday was coming up in 3 weeks. That felt like something solid. A reset button. A chance to reconnect. I didn't realize it would become the moment everything finally collapsed. Tuesday night. Dinner eaten in silence, facing the TV like strangers in an airport lounge. I followed her into the kitchen. She was washing dishes with unnecessary force, knuckles white, water splashing everywhere. "What do you want for your birthday?" I asked. She didn't turn around. "I don't know." Her voice was calm, but sharp. The kind of calm that warns you to stop digging. I ignored it. "There has to be something. A weekend away? Jewelry? That wine tour you talked about last year." She shut off the water slowly, then turned to face me. This wasn't anger. This was fatigue sharpened into honesty. "You really want to know?" she asked. "Yes." She looked me straight in the eyes and said, "You disappearing would be my best birthday gift." No yelling, no drama, just clean, final, like she'd been rehearsing it for months, and was relieved to finally say it out loud. I laughed once, short, confused, then stopped, because she didn't react. She'd already turned back to the sink. "You disappearing," she repeated. "That's what I want." Something inside me went still. Not heartbreak, not rage. Clarity. The kind that feels like the floor dropping out, but somehow steadies you instead of breaking you. I looked around the kitchen we remodeled together. The photos on the fridge. The shared calendar. It all felt like a stage set after the actors had gone home. "Okay," I said quietly. She didn't respond. While Laura scrambled for solutions, I closed on a small 2-bedroom house. No luxury, just peace. When the moving truck arrived, she sat on the steps and watched. No yelling, no pleading, just one question. "Is this how it ends?" I looked at her. "This is how it changes." In my new house, the silence was different. Not heavy, not punishing, intentional. Laura called, left messages. I invited her over once. She brought plans, promises, counseling offers. But the core issue hadn't changed. Her family still came first. She just wanted me to fund it again. So I said no. Clearly. Finally, the divorce wasn't dramatic. It was precise. We divided what was truly shared. Nothing more. Nothing less. Months passed. My life became quieter and stronger. I fixed things myself. Reconnected with friends. Spent money without guilt. A year later, Laura's sister asked if I regretted it. I told her the truth. No. But I regret how long it took me to believe what I was told. The next morning, everything looked the same. But it felt different. Like the air before a storm. She came downstairs lighter. Actually met my eyes. "Morning," she said. "Morning." She lingered, expecting something. An apology. A reaction. A fight. I took a sip of coffee. "I heard you." Her brow furrowed. "Heard me? What you said last night?" "Oh," she said quickly, looking away. "I was tired. I understand. I meant it. And that unsettled her more than anger ever could. Over the next few days, I changed. But not how people expect. I didn't suggest counseling. I didn't plan dates. I didn't ask to talk. I didn't withdraw bitterly either. I became neutral. And by day 3, she noticed. You've been different, she said. Different how? Quieter. Easier. She paused. It's peaceful. Peaceful. To her, peace meant my needs evaporating. My presence shrinking. My absence becoming optional. That night, while she scrolled on the couch, I sat in my office with a legal pad. Not emotions. Facts. Accounts. Documents. Passwords. Methodical. Calm. Each evening followed the same pattern. She relaxed more. I focused more. 2 weeks before her birthday, she casually said, maybe we should do something this year. People were invited. Lists were made. She smiled more. Laughed more. To anyone watching, it looked like we were healing. Late at night, alone, I felt something unexpected. Not despair. Resolve. Her birthday arrived on a Saturday. The house looked perfect. I played my role flawlessly. Guests arrived. Laughter filled the room. Laura glowed. At one point, her sister pulled me aside. You two seem really good. We're figuring things out, I said. Not a lie, just not the truth. When gifts were opened, someone asked, and your gift? I'm saving it for last, I said. Laura smiled. Why wouldn't she? After the guests left, she curled up on the couch. So, she said lightly, you said your gift was still coming. Yes, I said. She waited. You remember what you told me you wanted? I asked. Her posture stiffened. That was just. I didn't forget, I said calmly. And I don't think you did either. You're being dramatic, she said. I feel calm. That scared her. So what is this? She demanded. Punishment. No. Then what? I stood. You get the birthday gift you asked for. Her eyes widened. You're not serious. I am. You can't just walk away. That depends on how honest people are willing to be. She sat down hard. I didn't think you'd actually take it seriously. That's the problem, I said quietly.